Hey guys, it's been a while. I said that last time. Yeah, but I just don't do YouTube much anymore, and there's a couple of reasons for that. Firstly, YouTube has changed a lot, and I have too, and I'll get into that. So I haven't uploaded in 7 months, which is a long time, and I just find myself not really wanting to upload let's plays unless it's like some sort of transformative content. Like, I want to do something original, something kind of new and fresh, instead of just following trends and kind of doing the same thing that everybody else does. So I really don't feel, I don't know, natural in this space. Not only that, the kind of videos I wanted to create were videos with my friends, playing games with them and stuff, and a lot of changes recently. Let's see, they added Discord support on PlayStation because I play all my games and record on PlayStation and stuff, and it doesn't record the rest of the Discord chats. So I can't pick up any of my friends' audio and stuff because I don't have a PC, I don't have a capture card or anything. I record everything on the PS5 native hardware, and honestly, it does come with its issues. Even today, I was trying to record some little snippets in real life and stuff and use it in this video, and it just didn't work out. So, yeah, in terms of that, the kind of things I used to upload, I just don't really care to make on YouTube, and I have a plan in the future to actually get to a point where I can make content outside of gaming. But that's still probably like a year off from now if I'm gonna be pretty realistic. So, stick around, maybe you'll, see what I have planned in store, and all that, and that will come with its own set of challenges and stuff, and, I'm not gonna completely stop making gaming content, I don't think, but, I mean, there's a lot of games that I've wanted to cover, and I just haven't. Battlefield 6, this gameplay I got going on right now, I love this game. I play it a lot, but I just never made any videos on it. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Great freaking game. It's a masterpiece. I love that game. I just never worked up the energy. I don't know, I just felt like I couldn't really do the game justice with the way I do content creation, because I do everything kind of unscripted and stuff, and that's just my style. And I don't like delving too deep in the videos because, it's just my hobby. It's not something I'm putting all my energy into. Not every single morsel. I do put a lot of energy into these videos. I don't try to really cut too many corners. But anyways, regardless, that brings me to my next point. YouTube as a platform, it's just not the same. I've been on YouTube for probably about a decade now, just ever since I was in high school, early high school, right before, and YouTube has just kind of been the only platform that I've hung out on the internet pretty much since 2015. I don't do social media. I don't have any accounts on X or Facebook or whatever the heck. I just don't do that. Social media is not my thing. Reddit's a complete dumpster fire echo chamber nowadays, and I used to hang out on there. It used to be alright, and now it's not great anymore, and I'm starting to see all these really negative qualities that are in these other platforms really kind of rear their head in YouTube, and YouTube just kind of feels like a slot machine now. There's just a lot of junk on there. Everybody's out there doing the content creation game, and I'm just not into it, like, you know, following trends, doing the thing that's best for the algorithm to get a little bit ahead and all this garbage. Not only that, the way that YouTube has treated like fellow content creators, it's just, it's honestly unacceptable, but there's nothing we can do about it. Like removing views from a lot of channels that I watch, not recommending their videos. Like this one annoys me even, because like there's a lot of channels that I really like to watch and spend time with, and these guys, they never get recommended to me anymore, even though I'm subscribed to them and have notifications on and stuff. It's just like they don't exist to me anymore, and that's a problem with YouTube. And I don't know what they've changed or what they've done, but like it's honestly made me want to leave the platform in general. Like, just stop watching and stop making content on it. So like, you know, for the content stuff, you know, like I said, it's a hobby thing. I don't really do this as like, oh, I want to do it as a career. I never wanted to do that. It's like getting notoriety and fame for things isn't really my cup of tea, to be completely honest. I want to do cool things in a creative light, in terms of like making videos and doing photos and screenshots and all types of things, like in general, right? And that's why I started a YouTube channel to begin with, because it's like I'm kind of telling my own story, and that's why I'm making this video right now, because like I feel like I want to like explain my rationale and kind of have this video here for me to look back on personally as a reflection point, because right now I'm like having a big change in seasons of life, moving forward, you know. A lot of the things I used to be into and a lot of things I used to do, I'm not doing that much anymore. I'm getting outside and experiencing life outside of gaming a lot more. Don't get me wrong, it's not like I hate gaming and want to leave it entirely. I've actually found myself growing closer to gaming, growing away from my friends and YouTube in general. I've gotten a lot more into retro gaming as of late. I just got a 2DS XL new, and honestly, it's been quite refreshing having something that's not bound to my room, you know, my domicile, that I can go out and explore and just kind of play games at my own leisure. And I feel like that's something that I've needed for the last year, and I just kind of like was like, aha, you know. So like I'm getting the retro consoles and stuff now, and emulation hardcore. So, you know, that might be a feature point on this channel in particular, but it's not the main goal of this channel. This channel, I was trying to just do more things with friends and stuff. I originally wanted this to be like a channel to upload Milsim stuff, but I just grew out of Milsim, and so did all my friends, so it didn't really pan out. And then I did experiment for a while. I did try the content creation thing. I hated it. I hated doing the thing that all the other Battlefield YouTubers did, because I tried that out. And then the things I like doing is like just reflecting on thoughts and decisions in life and stuff, kind of like what I'm doing right now. But that never got views, you know. It is what it is. So what's for the future of the channel then? This channel in particular, I think this is probably the end of it. Unless like I get into something new and get into a new situation where like I can change things around. This is probably it for this channel, if I'm going to be completely honest, because me and a lot of my friends, you know, we've grown up, we've moved on from a lot of things. I'm starting to take my faith really seriously, and I've gotten a lot into philosophy as of late, and they don't really care for any of that. And, you know, it's understandable, you know. A lot of people don't want to think deeply about their things, whatever, you know. We play video games to escape, or at least I used to. I don't really use escapism anymore, because escapism is just running away from your problems as a whole. And it's just not a good solution for me anymore, because you're just not fixing anything. You're just running away from it. So, at surface value, escapism is great, but I don't really use it like I used to. I play video games for fun now, instead of escapism like I used to, but all my friends still, do that. So, that's changed for one, so, that doesn't really work out, and a lot of the games that we like to play, it's changed. My friends don't really care for Battlefield 6, and I think that's kind of a skill issue on their part. But anyways, I digress. I don't want to be too much of a dick. But yeah, anyways, besides all that, I went off on a little tangent there. I tend to do that. I'm starting to take Orthodox Christianity pretty serious now. And not only that, my job outside of gaming and stuff, and that whole world, it's really doesn't allow me to have a lot of time for gaming anymore, because I'm a truck driver. And that's another reason why I got into like handhelds again and retro gaming. It's just simple, it's fun, and just not a lot of hassle to it, so you can just boot it up and play it. Anyways, I recently converted to Orthodoxy, and for a while I would have considered myself non-denominational, former Seventh-day Adventist, and honestly, it's been pretty great so far, besides the whole fact that I've outchanged all my friends, and these things don't really work out anymore. Like, we don't play any of the same games anymore or anything. We don't have any similar interests that we really talk about anymore, other than just flat out gaming, because I've gotten into outdoors and all this. Anyways, that's a lot of personal stuff. Point is, a lot of things has changed behind the scenes. So I'm not doing the same things I was doing with this channel, and I don't know when or what I'm going to be doing with this channel next, to be completely honest. And right now, like I said, I'm just kind of like in a middle point. Things are changing. Things are definitely not what they used to be, and I'm hoping that one day in the near future that I'll finally be able to actually commit to my dream of what I want to do with content creation as a whole. But I don't want to allude too much to that, because the ideas I have are pretty original, and I don't want to give any of that away. But not only that, like, I want to get really into like some personal things. I've really kind of just been growing away from the internet too, and all my friends, they don't live anywhere near me, so like the only relationship I have with them is here on the internet. And since I'm growing away from the internet, I'm growing away from YouTube. I'm just kind of like tired of the whole like circus and the slop and everybody trying to get everybody's attention, and how everything just kind of feels so fake nowadays, and it's just really hard to want to be a part of that. And I found myself actually getting into books as of recently, and spending a lot more time outdoors and away from the internet and YouTube in general. So like, it's really a big transitionary period for me, and I'm hoping that I can like pretty much get away from a lot of the internet as I can, because the more time I spend here, the more time I realize that it's just fake and hollow and full of slop. It's not what it used to be. It's not this beautiful, funny, amazing thing that it used to be. It's just garbage now, for lack of a better terms. It's just not, I don't know, it doesn't feel like it's so full of life and vibrant like it used to be. And that's kind of sad. It really is. because everything on the internet now is about drama, politics, and getting ahead of the other person. And it's just kind of lost its value to me now, because it's so hollow. And I see a lot of the same things happening in YouTube too, and that's unfortunate. Anyways, I digress. That's where I'm at. I want to take a step back from YouTube. I want to take a step back from the internet in general. A lot of my friends aren't really there for me like they used to be. So, like, I'm switching up friend groups and transitioning into a different place, and a lot of things are changing around me that I really can't control. And it's just, I don't really mind it. If this happened 10 years ago, my life would be falling apart. But now it's like, I'm growing closer to God. I'm spending more time outdoors and getting to do the things that I've actually wanted to do outside of gaming for once in my life. And honestly, I couldn't wish for anything more. I'm by no means wildly successful. I definitely don't have a lot of money, and I'm definitely not exactly where I want to be in terms of success, but I'm definitely a lot closer than I was 3 years ago. So, yeah, that's where I'm gonna leave this. This channel started forever ago. Me just wanting to upload little Let's Plays, and it's transitioned into a lot of different things as I experimented, and now it's something that I just don't really feel for anymore, and it's just, closing a chapter to my life, so to speak. So, if anybody was here through the entire journey, I only have 99 subscribers right now, I appreciate it. You're kind of watching from the sidelines, I suppose. It's interesting in some capacity. And maybe one day I could get to 1,000 subscribers after, maybe finally getting 100. Who knows? But that definitely probably won't be gaming related, I don't think. But anyways, like I said, you guys will see if I do get to commit to my hiatus. You guys will see. I'll post it here, but it'll probably be a completely new channel, so it's not muddied down by gaming content and all this other crazy stuff I used to do, because I've changed a lot since I've made a lot of these videos. So anyways, if you stay till the end, I appreciate it, I suppose. At least, somebody's listening, I guess. I don't know. Other than God. And I wish you all a great day. And until I see y'all again.